Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your Halloween 2021 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in the deck that I'm using, it will be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Spirit's message for Pisces, Halloween 2021. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Ooh, okay. So as we can see from the setup, this is going to be a different reading than the type that, well, is normally done. So this is going to be telling a story of what the message that Spirit has for us for Halloween, because that is the time where the veil between the earthly plane and the spirit world is the thinnest. It's also known as Samhain in Celtic tradition. So let's see what we have here. We start off with the sun, which was the one that flipped over as, the cards were being chosen. So that is absolutely beautiful. There is this real sense of something gorgeous coming forward for us, but this is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. It's happiness, it's success, it's prosperity, it's bounty. We then have, oh, well, that's just brilliant. We then have the Ace of Pentacles, where we're leaving behind something that actually, when we look back at it, it's going to feel like a dream. Okay, interesting. The Seven of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So if we're born on the cusp with Aries, or we have Aries energy within our chart, that's going to be very important and is going to come through quite powerfully. So let's just talk about this story right here, right now. There is a sense of there's prosperity here. Like we can see with the sun disk behind us, we can also see the kind of, implication of the pentacle behind us. There is something very powerful here, very wealth oriented, guiding us forward. And there is something that we're getting an understanding of, and it has to do around betrayal. It can be that we've described our life kind of up to this point as one betrayal after another, one hurt, one pain, one disappointment after another. There is going to be a sense of so much of this time feeling like a dream, feeling like it could be a nightmare, but it's also going to feel kind of disconnected. There's something that we are looking back on, and it can even be the time that we're in right now, where we can kind of feel ourselves walking out of this dream, but we're still kind of pulled back into it. We might not think that we're in the best place emotionally, spiritually, personally at this time. Spirit is saying that once we look at the vampiric energy around us, these are blockades around money. It's around success. It's around prosperity. There's something here from our past that we've definitely been holding on to that is keeping us held back, that's keeping us from the place that we want to be. And yet, now, this could be two ways, okay? And Spirit's showing it quite distinctly, these two ways. One could be we have a lot of issues around our father, or a father-like figure that's coming forward that kind of really messed with our head. We were never going to be good enough for them. We were never going to be what they wanted us to be. And that's something that we knew from a very young age. And as a Pisces, as a person who takes things on very emotionally, we can sit there and just think, wow, I'm never going to measure up. It's almost like, why even try type of thing, or it's never going to gain their approval, and we get frustrated. And instead of saying, screw you, I'm going to succeed anyway, it's almost like they broke our wing so we couldn't fly. But there's also the sense of we're becoming this emperor. We're becoming this person who claims their throne and knows their voice once we release this vampiric energy. Now, again, it can be around a father figure. It can be around somebody who has a very strong, paternal strength to them that has been in our life, and that we're learning how to move forward despite of. But there's also this sense of I'm becoming a force. And so if you're sitting there and saying, Dean, I've had a really great relationship with my dad, or I have a really great relationship even with all the men in my life, I don't understand that part of the message, then that part wasn't for you at all. There is the part, though, of I'm stepping into my power now, and I'm claiming this throne, and we're going to actually see ourselves claiming a lot of the personality traits that we admire in the people who have stood by our side, or in our, father figure. So, or in our father. So this becomes a very powerful thing for us. But the sun comes in. There's a sense of, there's luck on our side, there's passion on our side, there's determination on our side, there's a real sense of this is who I am, this is what I want, this is where I'm headed, and there's a sense of blessings around us. Are we going to see these blessings? We have a really hard time with this. And I know this might sound like, okay, you're going to the same thing over and over again, the sense of I've been in this dreamlike state and now I'm coming out of it. And it's not even that it's in a really good dream. Like you're like, wow, everything is going my way and I'm so happy. No, it's kind of like, it doesn't feel real. Like I'm going through the motions and one day blends into the other, and the world has been weird and everything has been weird, and it feels like I lost my path. And it can't even be before everything became weird, that we lost our path, that we felt like I lost myself somewhere along the way. And as I was coming out of this darkness, then everything got turned on its head, and I don't know exactly where I'm headed, what it is that I really desire, what it is that is right for me. And Spirit's showing us prosperity that's leading us to a new chapter, an opening of a door, a sense of start to embrace your blessings instead of saying, there's nothing talented about me, there's nothing powerful about me, there's nothing, beautiful about my soul and my being, because that is just so darn wrong. It is so darn wrong. Somebody might have spoken negativity around you, and there really does seem to be this feeling of, it's not a curse, because I don't believe in curses. What I believe is that people speak negativity over us when we are young, and what happens is that we internalize that, as we do everything when we're little. We take it all in and we make it part of our identity, because it's something that's negative, it's something that we think we need to fix. And so then when we meet people as we grow older, they chip into that scar, and it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger until we find that we feel betrayed. We feel betrayed by the knowledge that we're carrying, with the energy that we're moving forward with the sense of, am I moving forward in the right way? Am I moving forward to the right thing? Do I know what I want? Do I know what I need? Do I know where I'm headed, what I desire? And a lot of questions come up. During this time, we're going to find that we are carrying something from childhood, and that something has been defining us for way longer than it needed to. Way longer than we should have been holding on to it, because there's almost a sense here of, well, they're just saying the truth. They're just having me face what I need to face. And Spirit's saying, why? Why are you doing this to yourself? This Halloween is actually going to be very freeing. There's a sense of holiness around it, be it that's why we have Hallow there, because Hallow means holy. But there is also a sense of a inner peace coming forward. And we're looking at things in a very different way. We're leaving some things behind, yes, but we're also seeing what we're carrying, the knowledge that we're carrying, and why. If we need to, meditate in our desires, if we need to work with our dreams, if we need to, look at blockages that we know are blockages and write them down and say, what the heck is going on here? That's what we need to do. We need to embrace the insight of it. We need to embrace the insight of ourselves. And it moves us to this vampiric energy that's around our chakra flow, that's keeping us from our crown chakra, but also our soul star chakra, 6 inches, which is located 6 inches above our head. The crown chakra, no, the soul star chakra is located 6 inches above our crown. The earth star chakra is located 6 inches below our feet. We have ourselves cut off there. We have our heart chakra and our solar plexus chakra covered. And so here it just feels like, how do I move forward? How do I get to where it is that I want to be? What is it that I desire? What is it that I need? Why is it that I'm being drained? And how is it that I'm letting this energy in time and time and time again? We might need to look at ourselves, look at what we really want, look at what we really desire, and say, no, I'm not falling into the traps. I'm not falling into your Spirit wants me to say evilness. And I think that's a harsh word, but I'm going to go with it because that's the first thing that came into my mind. But it's not necessarily that that person meant to be evil. It's just that they left scars. And we can be so mad at them for leaving scars, for leaving these scars within us, because we were kind and we were sensitive and we were, heartfelt and deeply feeling. And what Spirit's saying here is that I see you. Let the energy flow through you. Flow through you. Take an Epsom salt bath. Sit outside in the sun. Do whatever is a ritual for you to cleanse away negative energy. And it's starting to see ourselves again. It's starting to embrace what we desire within our lives. And it's starting to understand our power. And it moves us to the Emperor. It moves us to claiming a throne. Now, this could be this negative energy, the fact that we have this blockage around moving to the next chapter of our lives. It could come from a teacher. It could come from, I see it mostly as male, but it could come from just somebody who presents very much as masculine energy, that had this power, this force, this kind of you will listen to me sort of mentality, which comes through very much as paternal energy. So do be mindful of that. The Emperor stands forward, and the Emperor says, I claim my throne. And that's what we're going to be doing. It might be that we're starting to see where our talents lie, and it might be in places that we never expected, we never thought. But now we're claiming our power. We're holding our shoulders back. We're, holding our head up high. We're not apologizing for our existence, and that becomes the game changer. We're leading our way, and that way is extraordinary. And we're also connecting with our root chakra, what grounds us, what roots us. Our sacral chakra is also coming in very, very powerfully here. And our sacral chakra is where our creative energy, sexual energy is held, but it's also where a lot of negativity from this life and past life is held. So we might be carrying things with us that we've been carrying for many lifetimes, many incarnations. And that can be something here where that energy is coming forward around the paternal that's coming forward that needs to be addressed. Okay. Let's look at our subconscious message. And it's the Eight of Wands. Once we address this, it's like everything starts moving like lightning. We start to see things changing, and we start to see ourselves embracing so much prosperity, so much more than we anticipated. Now, it doesn't mean that it happens overnight, but it means that once we start to free ourselves, we free ourselves more and more and more. And it just feels like we've become who we needed to be. We've become who our soul longs to be. And that's awesome. Okay. All right, Pisces, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the intensity of this Halloween. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Pisces, and may you have a blessed Halloween.